Hi, Diana Lidstone here, the Entrepreneur's GPS, and I want to share with you today what I've learned over the 30 years that I've been an entrepreneur, and that's about the 3 levels of entrepreneurial activity that I see most people have. And so if I'm describing it, it looks something like this. And you know, if we get all 3 of these activities right, this is where we move up to what I call, that level of success, that quality of life that you want, whether it's quality of life, dollars, whatever it happens to be. But the problem is that I see most entrepreneurs stuck down here at a stage that I call hustle. And you know you're in hustle. It kind of looks like this. You start off and you go, oh, I need a website. So if I need a website, that means I must need a blog. If I have a blog, that means maybe a newsletter. A newsletter, oh, I have to post it on Facebook. Facebook, that means I need Facebook ads. Facebook ads means I need a webinar. I need a webinar. That means I need an email list. I need an email list. I must have to do live events. And I'm out of breath talking about it, so I'm sure that if you're in hustle, that's how you feel. But the problem is that most entrepreneurs stay stuck in hustle, and they never move up towards this quality of life. I want to share with you how to do that. So the second type of activity I see is called CRA. And what CRA stands for is consistently the right activity. Consistently the right activity, let me share with you my Grow Meter. And the Grow Meter will show you 4 stages of business growth. So it looks like a thermometer. The 4 stages of business growth, and for each stage of business growth, the specific activities that you need to help you move on up, as they say. So the first level, stage 1, is what I call employee. And you know you're in the employee stage when you feel like you're doing all the activities, all the day-to-day activities in your business, and it's like you're spinning a bunch of plates, like that circus person, and you're just barely maybe making ends meet, maybe just covering the costs. And so you're down in here at the employee stage. The employee stage is where you are building that foundation so that you can move up. The second stage is what I call the manager. And at the manager level, you feel like you're a manager because you are managing a team. Now, there is this critical point here between employee and manager, and you know that you're ready to shift into manager when you're really starting to make some great money and you have no time to spend it, okay? And at the manager level, you feel like a manager because you have a team, you're delegating, you're leveraging, you're creating systems. The third stage is what I call the CEO level. And at the CEO level, you are the visionary. You are the visionary, and you only focus on those activities that you are skilled to do. None of these day-to-day activities down here. The fourth stage is what I call legacy. And at the legacy level, you are concerned about creating a legacy, perhaps exit strategy, diversification, those sorts of things. So when you know what stage of business growth you're at, you know what activity to focus on. So my question for you is, I don't need to know which stage of business growth you're at, but can you tell me which stage you're at? Do you know which stage you're at? And the second question I have for you is, are you at the stage that you want to be? Right? Okay, perfect. So that is the Grow Meter. But the problem is that I see so many entrepreneurs stuck down here. And when they're stuck down there doing the day-to-day activities, they are also stuck down here in hustle, right? And they can't seem to make it towards that quality of life. Now you've noticed that I've left a big gap here. And that big gap is for a reason. And I want to share with you what this gap is. And this gap is about your entrepreneurial DNA, or your distinctive natural advantage. And your distinctive natural advantage, it's like your magic, the thing that you do. And it's comprised of 3 different elements. The first element is what I call your acquired mastery. Those are the skills that you've learned through your business and your personal life. The second element is what I call your demonstrated results. Those results that your clients can actually attest to. And third, but not least, your effortless talents. That is the thing that you do so well, nobody else knows how you do it, and they go, oh my God, you make it look so simple, right? And where these three intertwine, that is your DNA, your distinctive natural advantage. So why is this so important? Because knowing your distinctive natural advantage allows you to focus on the skills and the talents that you have and kind of put the others aside, right? Instead of focusing on your weaknesses, focus on those skills and strengths that make you so awesome. When you do that, and then you go to the CRA, remember the grow meter, right? The different stages of business growth. There are so many activities, business activities that fall by the wayside. Things start to look so much simpler. But here, we're still missing one thing. And this is what I call mission critical functions. And these mission critical functions, the first is a strategy. An overall strategy, a plan, I actually call it a roadmap. And you need that. And the problem is that with people down in hustle, they've never had to think like that. They've never had to create that big picture plan. The second mission critical element that you need is a properly executed and diversified marketing mix, one that is meant for you and one that supports the strategy, that overall roadmap. And the third mission critical function that you need, and you need all of these, is your primary differentiator. And here's a little hint. Your primary differentiator, what makes you different from other people in your industry, is probably very closely related to that. So, if you would like to move out of hustle, it's the DNA, the CRA, and the three mission critical elements. That is what I help entrepreneurs do so that they don't stay stuck in hustle. So I hope you've enjoyed this short little explanation, and we'll be talking with you soon. Bye.